Picture this, you've just founded a startup and managed to raise a cool million. Life is good. You're basking in the afterglow of your latest funding round and thinking about how you gonna spend your newfound wealth. Then suddenly, bam, reality hits. You realize that unless you keep hustling and outmaneuvering your competitors, everything you've worked for could come crashing down in an instant. This fear becomes the driving force behind your decisions, pushing you to innovate and stay ahead of the curve. Now imagine that your company isn't worth $1 million, but a staggering $14 billion. That's the kind of pressure that Aravind Srinivas, CEO of the AI search firm Perplexity, lives with every single day. He emphasizes that founders need to live with this fear and embrace it. Backed by heavy hitters like Tiger Global and having reached a whopping $14 billion valuation, this high-powered search engine is giving established tech giants a run for their money. What sets Perplexity apart is its approach to searching. Instead of the traditional back and forth between a user and an engine, Perplexity aims to provide direct answers with citations. Even when he's not working, he's thinking about ways to improve Perplexity and stay ahead of the competition. Srinivas doesn't see his grueling schedule as a curse, but as a blessing. The fear of falling behind keeps him motivated, focused, and constantly striving for improvement. For those looking to follow in his footsteps, his advice is clear: work incredibly hard. There is no substitute for it. This constant state of alertness is what he refers to as the fuel that drives him to success. As he puts it, there's real benefit from embracing that fear and sleeping with that fear and waking up every day and feeling excited about what you're doing to build, because that's the only thing that'll keep you going. During a podcast interview, Cuban threw out a startling possibility. AI could spawn the world's first trillionaire, a person worth $1 trillion. Instead, they serve as fuel to his already burning ambition. The key to navigating this uncharted territory lies in one's ability to embrace the unknown, learn from the giants, and remain unwaveringly committed to their vision. Or do you think there's a more balanced path to success in the cutthroat world of AI? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to hit that like button for more insightful business and tech stories. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. He's not just aiming to keep up with the competition, he wants to lead it. The fear of being left behind isn't a burden for him. It's the driving force that pushes him to innovate, adapt, and evolve. And here's the kicker: it could happen with just one person in the basement. This idea isn't as far-fetched as it sounds. The race to develop and implement artificial intelligence is heating up at an unprecedented rate. As Srinivas puts it, it's super high stakes. There's a lot of hype, but there's also a lot of reality. At a recent conference, Altman shared his belief that AI will exponentially boost entrepreneurship. He even went as far as to suggest that the first one-person billion-dollar company is just around the corner. Such a notion would have been ludicrous a decade ago, but today it's a serious consideration. Every day brings new breakthroughs, fierce competition, and shifting alliances. Answers like, what is the capital of France? However, as more people enter this AI gold rush, the competition will inevitably intensify. According to Altman, the number of AI startups is skyrocketing. We probably see 100, 200 companies a year now that are starting in AI, he said. This influx of new players is set to disrupt traditional industries and create both unprecedented opportunities and challenges. The site responds with Paris and cites the relevant Wikipedia page. And it's not just about providing answers. Perplexity is designed to make research faster and more efficient, pulling directly from primary sources like academic papers, legal documents, and news articles. This innovative approach has already turned heads and even caught the attention of Apple, which reportedly was in talks to acquire the company earlier this year. To stay ahead of the curve, it's not enough to simply innovate. You must also ensure that your unique selling proposition reaches customers before your competitors do. For Srinivas, it means an almost fanatical commitment to his work. In a candid Reddit Ask Me Anything session, he didn't shy away from revealing his intense schedule. "I don't do anything other than working," sadly, he confessed. While he ensures to carve out time for his family on weekends and tries to hit the gym, his dedication to his craft leaves little room for anything else. When asked about how he manages to maintain his drive, his response is simple and to the point: just love what you're doing. You can work all the hours in the world if you love what you're doing, he says. As he explains, at the end of the day, users care about what you deliver. So you have to build a brand that represents what you offer. Join us as we explore how he uses this unique approach to lead his company to success in one of the most cutthroat industries on earth. Before we get started, Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our latest videos. If your company is taking off, if you're on track for hundreds of millions or even billions in revenue, you must assume that someone is ready to swipe your idea. In his straightforward words, you should always assume that a model company will copy it, but instead of letting it crush him, he uses it as fuel to keep moving forward. In fact, he embraces it so wholeheartedly that he even sleeps with that fear. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the mind of a CEO who literally sleeps with that fear. The unavoidable reality: someone will copy you. At a recent talk at Combinator's AI startup school, Srinivas laid bare his intense philosophy. For many, such a thought might trigger dread, but for Srinivas, it's a battle cry. Perplexity itself is living proof of this philosophy. The relentless grind, beyond work-life balance. So what does this fear-fueled drive look like in practice? This relentless pursuit of excellence is evident in how he spends his free time. But it's not just about sleepless nights and endless workdays. It's about finding joy in the grind. The AI's billionaire boom, more motivation. Not less. Srinivas's philosophy isn't just a product of his personality. It's deeply rooted in the current climate of the tech industry. In this environment, clinging to the status quo is akin to falling behind. Adding weight to this sentiment is the prediction made by Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, the brains behind the wildly popular chat. This prediction is even more astounding when viewed through the lens of Mark Cuban's recent revelation. With AI automating tasks once thought exclusive to humans and creating entirely new industries, the opportunities for massive wealth creation are abundant. So for someone like Srinivas, these predictions aren't a reason to slow down. As the AI industry hurtles towards a future filled with both promise and peril, one thing is clear. Do you agree with Srinivas's extreme work ethic and his fear as fuel approach?